Oceanography. Okay. We know that the seafloor spreads out. Isaiah 42:5, he that spread forth the earth. Spread forth? Well, if you look at the seafloor, you can see that it's pulling apart. The earth is spread forth on the seafloor. The oceans have springs at the bottom, springs of water that come up. Just like your sprinkler in your yard. There's a spring of water coming up. Job 38, verse 16, hast thou entered into the springs of the sea? For centuries, it was thought that the oceans were sustained by rivers and rain. But in the 1970s, a submarine was invented that could finally withstand 6,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, and scientists found springs on the ocean floor. Job didn't have any submarine that could withstand 6,000 pounds of pressure. If you could swim to the ocean floor, well, you'd implode. But if you could, all that you would find is total darkness. And you'd be crushed before you made it anywhere near there. Job never saw that. Job had no ability to look at the bottom of the ocean. But God knew. Oceans have mountains, Jonah 2, verses 5 and 6. The water compassed me about, even to the soul. The depth closed me round about. The weeds were wrapped around my head. I went down to the bottoms of the mountains. The earth with their bars was about me forever. Yet thou hast brought up my life from corruption, O Lord God. There are mountains on the ocean floor. Mountains, valleys, and trenches were discovered in the 1970s. The oceans have currents. Psalm 8, verse 8. The paths of the seas. The path. 3,000 plus years ago, God taught about the paths of the seas. The father of oceanography, Matthew Maury, was a Bible believer. Based on Psalm 8, he researched the oceans and discovered that currents follow very specific paths. As a matter of fact, his book, The Physical Geography of the Sea, was based on this research in 1855. Listen, the Bible not only had this information, but it inspired him to do that research. Using that phrase, paths of the sea, he postulated that is exactly what happened. That was going on. That there were currents. Based on this, navigators have been able to vastly reduce the time it takes to get from one place to another by boat or ship.